Can we stop talking about AI? Like, I'm at the point where I'm just tired of having to think about it. And that's not trying to dismiss any of the good or the bad things AI is doing. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. But AI has such a presence in the world now. It's just lost a lot of that pizzazz, you know? Like, I am, for the most part, just an average Joe. I like art. I like doing art. I am not always good at it, as you can clearly see, but I like it. But that means I'm constantly having to hear and see all the art people complain about AI videos, AI images, AI music, how soulless AI creations are, all the AI slop, which is a term that I really hate at this point. Not to mention having to tell people that the thing you made is not made with AI, since it's getting harder to tell sometimes and people just don't know. And I don't plan to get into whether AI creations are good or bad, or the ethics of any of this. That's not what I want to touch on, and I don't think I could do a good job if I tried. I mean, everyone has their own opinion on that. Personally, I think the idea of what AI can do is really cool. Like, just the science behind it is interesting, and there's a lot of good potential there. But it's always overshadowed by everyone's complaints. And yes, there are valid reasons to complain. AI is taking jobs, making it harder to get jobs. I won't deny that either, but I'm getting tired of hearing those complaints over and over and over again. Looking at this objectively, AI itself is not bad. At the end of the day, AI is just a program, lines of code. But the problem comes from people who use it anonymously over the internet, and also large companies who continue to shove it in our face when we don't really want it. AI is just the hot new toy, and every company wants it because that means they'll be part of the cool kids club, and for the most part, no one really cares about the cool kids club except for those companies. Also, this is a bit of a side tangent, but I feel like most AI models are not really artificial intelligence, which is, what they're supposed to be. I don't keep up with the news, so I might not be aware of it, but from what I've seen, most of them are just glorified search bars. I'm sure there's more to AI image, video, and music creation, but that doesn't really mean intelligence. It's just a program that was made to repeat and restructure information. Which, when you think about it, is kind of what humans do. So then the question becomes, what is intelligence? But I'm not going to try to answer that either. I've been seeing more people talk about AI and using it to help with work, whatever that work may be. Explaining how they use it to improve their abilities to do work and not replace them, which is cool. But at the same time, why did we get to the point where we need to justify using AI? Even if they were taking all the right ethical steps, whatever that may be, there would still be people who would complain simply because AI is involved. Which I can understand the complaint, but also, at this point, why keep complaining? It's gonna happen whether you like it or not. And then getting into the art world is harder because AI can make stuff much faster and of varying quality, essentially turning everyone into a quote-unquote artist. And when everyone can post a pretty picture, what is the value of art? And all the artists are trying to fight against the AI slop, which, as I said earlier, is a term that I hate. Slop is not a good word. It's a very ugly word, which I guess is the point, but everyone's complaining about AI slop. No matter where I look, someone's complaining about AI slop. AI slop is not real art. And every time I see that, I just think, if it's not real art, don't call it art. Don't say AI art, just say what it is. AI images, AI videos, AI music, whatever it is. Maybe then we wouldn't be throwing around AI slop and we would just specify what it is. Honestly, in 100 years, I highly doubt people will be complaining about AI. I think this is just a fad. Something that's going to come and go, whether with a bang because the world's going to end and explode and robots are going to take over, or it's just gonna fizzle out because people slowly stopped caring. Like, I'm sure stuff like this has happened in the past where new things are introduced to the world, people hate it, but they eventually get used to it. Although that might be a little harder to achieve with AI considering its nature. I know the internet is a great place to voice complaints, but I'm also tired of reading and hearing those complaints. Like, keep those negative thoughts to yourself. Bottle them up, let them fester, then turn it into something productive. Like doing good with AI and not just complaining about it online. Like, I want to go a week where I don't have to think about anything AI related. And I guess that's my ramble. I don't know if I said anything of value, or coherent for that matter, but I was sure as heck saying things. I guess I'm part of the problem now.